Know you gon' pay the price. Best like the item you choose. Monetizing the culture. Hit you with them K Ultra.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way.
Today, from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, this is the NFL on EA Sports.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Arizona Cardinals. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now we see quarterback Drew Brees and his New Orleans offense set to go on attack here for the first time.
Total relentlessness of consistency. Almost like a machine. If you watch him in practice after every throw, he resets his feet, visualizes all the other options on a play. So if he has to do it in a game, it's already there, has the muscle memory. I start calling him AI for artificial intelligence. Whatever defense does during a game, he absorbs it and then uses it against them as the game moves on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd.
Now Brees on 3rd down.
Jordan Phillips. Drew Brees.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Alvin Kamara, the ball.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Kirk now, the return man. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Their own 33-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
47 to Mike, 47. Check.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 32-yard line.
They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. 47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike, 47. Get him.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 10-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook.
Breeze.
And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Sanders has it over the middle. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Murray a give. This is Drake. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Drake. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Mario Davis on the tackle. A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, Drake. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
2 yards.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
Andy Lee in.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights.
This is Def P Music.
Hey yo, yeah, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that cheeky finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my sauce. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers check. Socks check. Hoodie check. Shorts check. Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. I see water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. She was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off. Shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'm saying. Got a new Prestos and a J's in the way. Got a new wristwatch where they don't take time. Might pull up on a hop if you talk too hot. And you wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. With this mock court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy, water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she said...
Tonight, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, Bradley, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call.
Receiving team.
That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And his first look is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away.
Here's Watson.
First buy-in near the 35. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Always fun to get a peek at Tom Brady as he gets in place to command this offense for Tampa Bay. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10
at the 39-yard line.
He's back to throw here to start the drive.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Again for Evans. This time he's got him.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Brady.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. There's Evans again, complete. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in this.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead.
Matt Gay on for the point out.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Bradley Pinion, the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver out of the backfield was Jalen Samuels. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The ball carrier.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up
from the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
The Bucs.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
So after the INT, it's Brady
to Evans on the slant.
He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And he puts it through. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. touchdown now. It's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 8.
Here comes Ben Roethlisberger and the Steeler offense back onto the field. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, Samuels. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to get the first with Samuels. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
Jason Pierre-Paul.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first. On 1st down, it's Samuels. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Chris Wormley able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. That's complete to his running back, Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35.
Complete.
It's a big play there for the Steelers. 45 yards. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And it's 3rd down.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They have not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Steelers 3.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense is trying to really stop him.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Brady throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
1 yard.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
At the 41-yard line.
Here we go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And I think the ball's out, and the Buccaneers have it.
Roethlisberger's pass complete.
There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Again, it's Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And he can't hang on. That would have been a big interception down here in field goal range. But instead, now they'll get a shot at 3. And it bangs swings off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. His throw incomplete. James Washington was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Roethlisberger will throw. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And he goes out right around the 39. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards, a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Ben to throw again. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. So we reach an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Buccaneers 21.
The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second.
Mike Evans, he's going to go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 56 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback.
25-yard.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
First carry for James Conner. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they've burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. They go draw play. This is Samuels. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. And it brings
now Roethlisberger. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
28.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Over the middle to Evans. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And 10 yards to go.
Now Brady. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
On the coverage.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Brings up
Evans once again, the intended receiver. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there. And the Bucs offense continuing to pour it on. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Pittsburgh.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
Connor, the ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On second down now, Samuels. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. The Steelers on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Pressure gets there, and he goes down. Now, there's also a flag, but this might be on the offense anyway. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. There he goes, right side. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Buccaneers.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick 6.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And his throw is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's third down.
Schuster. He was covered by Antoine Winfield.
Roethlisberger got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Returnable for Watson. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. there were blowouts. And
Mike Evans, he's going to go. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, 35 yards. And this Buccaneer offense is running away with this one. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
And I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now on 4th down, is the punt team sending this one away. And taken right on the 30. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back now comes Tampa Bay. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter? Mike Evans, he's going to go. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Jason Pierre-Paul, his second sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and the Buccaneers have it.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it? Mike Evans, he's going to go. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Buccaneers have it.
Tom Brady sacked. A fumble on the play. Recovered by the Bucs.
They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Final score, Buccaneers.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.